He say, she say, we say, I say, hearing out them points of views when I see it my way. Yes it goes, yes it knows, maybe so's, probably not, shoulds and coulds, do's and don'ts, your wills and won'ts is how you rock. Politicians and religions, on your house or are you renting? Is you married, is you single, meta interest when you mingle, turn out to be someone you into, so how long before the bed get wrinkled? Children when they tripping, is it time out or do you whip them? Opinions and decisions, hunches, intuitions, may or may not get it, cause people's experience different. Check the prejudice at the door. Speak the line, you give the flow, tell the truth if it's sweet or sour, cause the hour we spitting that fire.
Hello everyone, this is Spittinfire coming to you with another one. Okay, so we're going to be talking about some things. We're going to be talking about Lisa Remini, okay, Kirstie Alley, and we're going to be talking about Snoop Dogg and all these other things, and the Queen and over in the UK and all this and that, okay? So if you have followed me, you noticed that a couple weeks ago I did a little short video like this about Lisa Remini and how she was upset about Sherri Shepherd taking over the Wendy Williams show and that she wasn't first pick, okay? Well, she's back on trending on Twitter, all right? She came at Kirstie Alley, okay, over some tweets and things like that. Now, if you know the history of Lisa Remini, you know that she practiced Scientology, okay? And Kirstie Alley is currently practicing Scientology, and it seems like to me, anyone that practiced Lisa's Remini old religion, she really do not have any respect for or don't like at all. So here on Twitter, we're going to see exactly what had taken place. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is on Twitter, and this is TMZ, okay? And the post reads this: pretending you pray to God is sad, Lisa Remini, as Alley makes thinly veiled threat to reveal secrets about other celebs, okay? So I was like, oh my God, this is something crazy, right? This is something really disturbing or whatever, right? And this is by 2Fab, okay? So they got it from TMZ, probably got it from 2Fab, and 2Fab reported it the other day, right? Just recently, all right? And so Lisa Remini gets in on Kirstie Alley, okay, bashing after Moscow calls out former Dancing with the Stars partner over Ukraine tweets, okay? So they've been, I guess they was talking about over Ukraine tweets or whatever. And as you see the post, it said, whoa, look at who's talking now. So tough, so opinionated. I got your punk ass. Woo! Thought right here, and I will raise you one. So that was Lisa Remini. So Lisa Remini has gone gangster on Kirstie Alley, right? And this is something I'm like, oh my God, white girl / Hispanic girl / whatever she could identify as, going gangster, all right? And so she went on to say, so Kirstie Alley, Kirstie Alley can comment one thing she knows nothing about, like mental health, okay, psychiatric drugs and virology, okay, but won't comment on Putin, who is an evil tyrant, okay, this is according to Lisa Remini. Remini posted on Friday, no comment about Russian invading Ukraine, the killing of innocent people, the displacement of Ukrainians, all right, and added Remini, an ex-Scientologist aren't allowed to believe in anything other than Scientology. So who is she praying to? All right. And so these were all the things that was going on, right? And so this is the tweet that took place yesterday, right? So after that took place on the 26th, and they got into it, and they was going back and forth, right? So she said, okay, so Friday, she was calling her some psychiatric names. All around hateful Scientology at Kirstie Alley is getting ready to plot out Scientology fair game tactics on another celebrity who dares to expose abuses. Okay. So I'm like, wow. So Kirstie Alley goes on to say, don't get too excited. There are only two, but too many never than less. One shoots her mouth off and has an IQ of about 75, and the other one, like you, to think he's a hero. Gotta plot this out. And she has some laughing emojis. Then Kirstie goes on to say, almost time to take off the gloves. I have a courtesy policy to not publicly reveal secrets about other celebs, but I'm done with the public lies and convert jabs. And not so avert, right? So then Christy was like, okay, bitch. Like, all right, I got your ass. She like, you feel froggy? Okay, leap. Then, by all means, give up those secrets and others and attempt to destroy people. It's Sunday, time to do God's work, right? And then she said, stop playing. Get to work, hun. You just keep proving who you are. Your cult really are. Okay, so now she going with this cult stuff. I mean, everybody just trying to go with this cult stuff. So then people were just going in on Christy Alley and Lisa Remini and stuff like that. And then one guy, he even said this. He said, that's so funny. What did he say? Let me try to see if I can find it. If I can't. He said, that's so funny how just both of them were in a sitcom together. It was so funny. He was saying that. He's like, I was just watching them on a sitcom together, and now they're going at it with each other. So, I couldn't find it. Sorry about that. But however, it was so funny. You can read the tweets here on Twitter. I'm telling you, they're going back and forth. So let's move on to what is popping with Snoop Dogg over in the UK. Let's get it going. Okay, so Snoop Dogg, right? So Snoop Dogg was in the media and he was talking about how he had his troubles back in the early 90s where he had caught a case, right? Him and his bodyguard, all right? And he was talking about how the rap game was so at beef and at odds and looked upon in a negative light in the early 90s that they have tried to exile him from the UK, okay? The royal people over there, the royal family, some people are the royal family back then. And the people who are, the government, like the prime minister, did not want Snoop Dogg and any of the rappers on death row over into the UK. They thought that the music was poisoning the people in the minds and things like that. And he actually said that it was actually Queen Elizabeth who said no. You know what I mean? They has a right to perform the music that they like. And whether we like it or not, there are others who like it. We don't run a country on what we like per se, but what the people like. And if the people like him and they want it, then he should be able to come inside of the UK and the kingdom and perform his music as such. And he was given paying all homage to the Queen for that, okay? And being that he's a black man and white and all this and that with all the, barriers and age differences and gender differences, it was a real shock, and he was giving thanks to that. Now, there are two other people who are not happy with the Queen right now, and these are her grandchildren, okay? Prince Harry and Prince William are not happy with the Queen, okay? Now, we know that Queen has been going through some health issues with COVID, okay? And at her age, it can be very deadly, and they were talking about it can be deadly with anyone at any age. However, prominent to those who are older, okay? And not knowing if the Queen has any health issues or if she's a strong 95-year-old, the fact of the matter is they were really concerned and that her age may play a role in her health. And because she was battling COVID right now, they were saying she cannot run the monarchy, with all her going through COVID and everything. So they're trying to figure out who is going to run and who's going to appoint when the Queen is down. When the Queen is down and can't run the royal family and the monarchy, who is going to take the place? Well, the Queen has talked. And she has spoken her piece of what she wants. Well, these two are not happy with that, and there is history there on to why they're not happy with that. Okay, there's history there, and they're concerned, and they were blindsided. So the Queen has appointed, Princess Camilla as Queen Consortium. Okay. Now, here's the thing, the Queen Consort. Now, here is the thing with the royal family. There are different things that play in part, okay? And normally they don't diverse from that. Like, they have things in play for the royals, okay? And over in the UK, the royals are everything. They are above the prime minister. They are but everything. They are like, she's like, if you are a believer, like one step from God, okay? And so they really take the royal family serious over in the UK, just as if the US supposed to take the first family serious. Okay, so and their government, so they have prime ministers and people sit around, and over here we have governors, senators, House of Representatives. We have all these large governments, which we shouldn't have, right? But they kept it small over in the UK, which for a reason is good. Well, people are not happy that she named Princess Camilla as queen consort, okay, to run the monarchy while she's down and battling this COVID. All right. And if you don't know why people are upset with Camilla, well, it's because of the simple fact is she's been having a long time affair, okay, with Prince, okay, with the prince, right? And remember what Princess Diana was going through some things with him. Well, it was over her, and people didn't understand why this older man who has a younger wife, and at the time it wasn't a problem, but somehow today it is, was in love with her. Well, he was in love with Camille first, but ended up marrying Diana because the father liked Diana. Okay, they were going shooting, they were doing some things, and he just fell in love with Diana, and he gave the blessing to Diana. Well, he, okay, could not stop loving the one on the right, the older woman. He fell in love with her and was in love with her. Well, it wasn't until Princess Diana's demise, okay, and after they got divorced, years later, he finally decided to just go ahead and give up his seat to marry Camilla. Well, I guess they reinstated that because the queen has just now said, as she battling COVID, that she will be queen consort and she will be running the monarchy until she gets better, and if she gets better, hopefully, and praying that she will. Well, the two sons are not happy with that. They feel that they overlooked, and of course they know about the history between the mother and her, and they felt like she was the mistress, and they really had some bad feelings with Camille and never ever really respected her. It was always some beef going on in the royal family with him and the kids and everything else. So this here is a mess, but we will definitely see what is going on, and I will bring you an update if there's any update. Hopefully the queen can get better. I mean, I know she's up in age, but hey, you don't know when you're going to leave. It's up to the Lord, okay, and everything else. So thank y'all for listening to Spittin' Fire. I'm your girl, Ari Jackson. Fire out.